Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Triple M here. Today we're jumping into an ultimate comparison between three of the best cleaning solutions that's out there. So we're comparing the brand new eufy E20, the Roborock Q5 Plus, and the Dyson V8. Each of these devices is going to bring a unique strength to your home cleaning routine, but one may have a couple tricks up its sleeve. But are these gimmicky or are they actually functional? So we're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So before we jump into the video, big shout out to eufy for sponsoring this video. Now, even though this is a sponsored review, all the thoughts and opinions are of my own. First, let's do a quick overview of all three vacuums, and let's start with the eufy E20. Now, the eufy E20 has the industry first 3-in-1 detachable design. Now, this is the world's first detachable combo robot vacuum with a deep cleaning system. The industry first 3-in-1 detachable design makes it versatile and efficient for cleaning anything. So let's go over the three different modes. So first, we're going to have robot vacuum mode. Now, in robot vacuum mode, the E20 offers smart navigation, powerful suction, and automated cleaning, and this is of course linked to the application. Next is going to be stick vacuum mode. So this is going to be a normal vacuum mode where you hold it with your hand, you vacuum in the floor, the carpet. This is going to offer you flexibility, versatility. You can vacuum your hardwood, your tile floor, or your carpet upstairs. And the last mode is going to be handheld mode. So handheld mode, this can be used to vacuum couch, your car. This is going to allow it to be extremely portable. You can fit in tight spaces, tight corners where you wouldn't get with a normal vacuum. So this is the standout feature of the new eufy E20. Now over to the Roborock Q5 Plus. Now the Roborock Q5 Plus vacuum offers a convenient and efficient cleaning experience. It boasts strong suction, precision navigation, and self-emptying dock, making it a great choice if you're busy and don't have time to manually control your vacuum. Now this does have LiDAR navigation. It uses LiDAR technology to create accurate maps, allowing it to navigate efficiently. So this also has self-emptying dock, just like the eufy, and just like the eufy, this also has app control. So this is a robotic cleaner, so of course you connect to the app, build your map, and then you can set up your smart cleaning. And the last one is going to be the Dyson V8. The Dyson V8 is going to be a coreless stick vacuum cleaner known for powerful suction and versatility. It's designed to be lightweight and easy to maneuver, making it a popular choice for quick cleanup and whole home cleaning. So this is going to be powered by a Dyson digital motor V8 that provides strong suction for effective cleaning. Coreless, lightweight, allowing for easy movement between rooms as well as cleaning hard to reach places. And last but not least, this is also versatile, just like the eufy, where it can transfer into handheld mode for cleaning stairs, upholstery, and reach into those tight spaces. So let's jump into the suction power and cleaning performance. Now the eufy E20, because it has two major modes, it does have two different suction power. So the max suction power in stick mode, so this is handheld mode as well, is 30,000 pascals, which is probably the highest I've seen on a vacuum so far. Robot vacuum mode, the max suction power is 8,000 pascal. As far as the Roborock, just a comparison, the Q5 Plus has a 2,700 pascal suction power, so that's half of what eufy is claiming on the vacuum in robot cleaning mode. The Dyson V8 is calculated a little bit different. It spins at 110,000 RPM to generate 115 air watt of powerful suction. So I try to find a conversion where it goes from air watts to pascals, and just didn't seem accurate to me, so I'm just gonna leave it for what it says on the paper, and we're just gonna go to the comparison and see how it actually performs with these different tasks. And let's jump right into the cleaning performance. So today I'll be testing with different debris. So I have corn kernels, I have oatmeal, I have coffee, I also have stuffing, I have some hair that I'll be testing with. Of course I have some peas, but I wanted to do two separate comparisons, one vacuum mode and one stick mode. So in essence, the E20 will be going against the Roborock, and also it will be going against the Dyson V8. Let's start with eufy versus Dyson in stick mode. So first I did the popcorn test. Eufy did really well, as you can see there, just picking up all the different kernels off the ground. Dyson did an okay job, but what I noticed is that Dyson was flipping the popcorn forward, and if you look at the video, you can see where it actually kicks them a little bit forward, and that in essence just made it more messy. As far as the oatmeal, coffee, and hair, both of them did really well on that. Now for the carpet test, I did go ahead and combine the debris into one. Suction power was great for both of them, but the Dyson, it seems like either it had a lower base or the brushes weren't quite right, where it tends to spread some of the larger objects around. Over the handheld mode, I did some tests which will show how they'll pick up everyday debris. So both did really well as far as cleaning the stairs. As you can see there, we did perform some tests on the couch. So this was a stuffing, and also did a red piece test on the table. Remember, these are all equal amounts. Both vacuums did extremely well on test perform. However, one thing I noticed again is that eufy had 3 suction modes. So it had a low, a medium, and a high, and Dyson only had a low and a high. So while eufy had 3 power modes, Dyson only had 2, and the high mode was extremely satisfying. But on the lower mode with the Dyson, it was barely usable, guys. So I find myself, whenever I use Dyson, I always have to turn it high. Another test that I did with both vacuums on stick mode is just to see if they can pick up these plates. So you can see I have a glass cup, I have a bowl, I have a plate, and I have a larger plate, just to see if one performed better than the other. So overall, both of them did the first 3. They did struggle on the larger plate. So suction may be really close, but eufy had better range of usefulness across the different modes. So let's jump into the vacuum modes with eufy and Roborock Q5. So again, we prepared some of the same tests that we did with the stick mode and handheld mode against each other. Oatmeal and coffee, both vacuums did really well, as you can see there. I did set it in the application to just run one sweep. So it just went over the area once, and you can see for the most part, they did extremely well, just picking up oatmeal as well as the coffee. Popcorn, again, I noticed that the Roborock tend to kick the kernels around the room. And besides that, both did really well on the carpet test. And I think either vacuum will be satisfying for everyday use. As far as the applications, both apps are really intuitive and easy to use. The vacuums, when you first load them up and set them up on the application, they will ask you to run a quick mapping mission around the house. So it goes around the house, check out the floor plan, and really just figure out everything for you. Once the floor plan is done, you can edit the map, you can set your different rooms, and you can play with those settings. But the cool thing about this is that once everything's mapped out, guys, you can pick your zones that you want to send a vacuum to, you can pick different rooms, and it just makes everything easier. So both applications are intuitive, easy to use, and both has a lot of good features built in. So let's talk about the auto empty and filtration system. The eufy E20 does have versatile auto empty, which means that auto empty is available whichever mode you decide. So if you're in robot mode, once it's done cleaning the floor, whether it's carpet or tile or hardwood, it will go back to the dock and then empty the dustbin into the dock. If you're in handheld mode or stick mode, put the main unit back into the robot when you're done.
To collect dust, please press and hold the home button for a few seconds.
And then you can press and hold the home button for it to actually auto empty, which is pretty cool.
Start collecting dust.
As far as the filtration, the eufy uses the Aero Turbo 5-stage filtration system to capture 99.9% of particles as small as 3 microns. So as you can see here, I'm able to completely disassemble to kind of show you the different filtration. It does have 5 different areas of filtration. So it does have the main cyclone, steel mesh, the 5 cyclone structure, which is the holes you see up top, high precision sponge, then a high performance filter. So all of these can be taken apart. As you can see, all of these can be cleaned, and they're pretty easy to get to. Now the Dyson V8 does have a HEPA filter, and it has 5-stage filtration as well. So as you can see, I'm able to disassemble the Dyson as well. I can pop the bottom, I can get to some of the accessories, I can pull the filter out from top, and then there's another filter in the back I can actually pull out, which, like I said, it's a great filtration system. The only downside of the Dyson is that at the end of the day, emptying it does pose some risks as far as releasing particles in the air. The Roborock Q5 Plus does have a self-emptying dock that automatically empties into the dustbin after each cleanup, so you don't have to do it manually. It has a 2.5 liter dust bag that can hold debris up to 7 weeks, and of course that's dependent on use. However, the Roborock does not have the 5-stage filtration feature. So just to summarize, the eufy as well as the Dyson both use the same technology when it comes to the filtration. However, the eufy does adapt the cyclone technology to make it work vertically, that's in handheld, or flat when it's in robotic mode. So the cyclone can help to separate the dust by their size and preventing the filter from being clogged. So essentially, this is going to lead to no loss in suction power over time. Roborock, on the other hand, does not have this feature. So let's jump into the obstacle avoidance and navigation. So if Dyson's going to have to take a seat on this one, this is going to be strictly eufy E20 and Roborock Q5 Plus comparison. So let's start with eufy. The eufy uses millimeter level obstacle avoidance, which is able to recognize obstacles larger than 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5 centimeters. This can be anything. You can see in my tests, not only do I have some larger obstacles, but also have some smaller ones, just to see how it interacts with these cleaners as they go through their cleaning routine. The Roborock Q5 Plus uses LiDAR sensor system maps that is accurate. It also quickly recognizes obstacles. Both of them did a decent job. If I had to nitpick, I would have to say Roborock does tend to bump into certain things. As you can see there, it did recognize it, but just maneuvering around the objects seems like it's clumsier than the eufy, but not a huge deal. It didn't go ballistic and start moving stuff out of the way. So let's talk about runtime, battery life, and charge time. The eufy E20 is equipped with a fast charger, which means that it can reach a full charge from 0 to 100% in 150 minutes. As far as the runtime, in robot vacuum mode, the full charge can clean for 180 minutes. In stick mode, the maximum battery life for the vacuum is 50 minutes, and of course, the space is dependent on how fast you clean. The Q5 Plus can be fully charged from 0 to 100% in 240 minutes. Once it's fully charged, you'll get 180 minutes of runtime, or up to 3,230 square feet. As far as the Dyson V8 will give you up to 40 minutes of runtime, and it takes 5 hours to charge. So as far as comparing it, so eufy in vacuum mode versus Roborock, the eufy is going to take less time to charge. Run times are going to be the same. As far as the handheld mode or stick mode, Dyson versus eufy, the eufy is going to win as far as the charge time. It takes 150 minutes versus 5 hours. And the runtime in vacuum mode is 50 minutes versus 40 on the Dyson. So win for the eufy there versus Dyson. So let's break down the overall performance of all three vacuums. Now the eufy E20 does have max 30,000 Pascal suction power and multiple cleaning modes. The E20 handles everything from pet hair to dust to peas to popcorn. It's not only versatile, but it also keeps more pollutant out of the air with having a 5-stage filtration system combined with the versatile auto emptying. This is the best of both worlds in my opinion. The obstacle avoidance and app control makes your routines better, more manageable, and the 3-in-1 versatility makes it stand out from the rest. The Roborock Q5 has a 2700 Pascal suction power, and intelligent navigation makes it reliable for daily cleaning. It does a great job cleaning rooms, cleaning carpets. It does lack a couple features that the eufy has. So one of them, of course, is the 5-stage filtration system, which this doesn't have, and also it lacks the 3-in-1 versatility, where the eufy can be turned into a handheld or stick mode quickly to get corner stairs or whatever else you're trying to vacuum. As far as the V8 provides powerful suction. That's where it stands out, guys. Really powerful vacuum, but compared to the Dyson, it does lack the detachable design as well as the versatility of being an automated robotic cleaner. The battery life is 40 minutes, which is concerning as this falls below the other system. Now, while the Dyson has 5-stage HEPA filter, emptying the cleaner still allows debris and dust to get in the air because you literally have to just open the trap door and let everything fall in the trash, and that leaves some room for error. So as far as the price, the eufy E20 is originally priced at $549.99. However, eufy is offering up to $100 off, which brings the price down to $449.99. Now the Roborock Q5 is $599, which is still more expensive than the eufy E20, even though it lacks some features and of course the versatility. The Dyson V8 ranges from $415 to $500, just dependent on the retailer. So of course I'll have the price breakdown in the description along with any codes or information that you'll need to get those discounts. So which vacuum is right for you? If you're looking for something that's versatile, that's powerful and convenient, the eufy E20 vacuum is definitely worth checking out. It offers the best of three worlds, guys. Powerful suction, auto emptying, advanced filtration, precise obstacle avoidance, and it's all compact in one package. Now, after using this vacuum for the past couple weeks, the 3-in-1 detachable design is definitely not gimmicky. Now, with this detachable design, it's like having both the Dyson and the Roborock in one package. And in addition, the price is below the Roborock and so close to the Dyson while offering more features, which makes it a great buy. Of course, I'll have the links in the description for all three cleaners. And for the eufy, you can get up to $100 off and a 100-day free trial. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.